And boom. For some reason,
So it still says test stream.
I love streaming. Don't worry, this is I'm switching this real quick. Alright, you can... They should be able to hear us now. You tell them how this works.
But anyways, as I was saying, guys, hopefully the Twitch chat hears me. Okay, yeah, good. Audio is all good now. But anyways, as I was saying, that Kirby Air Ride Deluxe is a new modded version of the original game from 2003. Like, you can customize which stats spawn, what power-ups spawn. If you wanted nothing but all patches and panic spins, you could do that. And in this instance, each player is taking advantage of a new feature of Kirby Air Ride Deluxe, where they spawn on the same random vehicle. So in this instance, the player started on the rocket, and as you can see right now, meteors is happening like right from the get-go. And again, sorry about all the audio issues. We had some stuff going on, but hopefully we got it fixed now.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I address all concerns before we go into this. There's been a request to make sure...
Winners round 2.
It is, actually.
It is?
Yeah, because there are just over 32 players, and in a double elimination tournament, round 1 becomes basically a way for the lowest seeds to make it to round 2. So in the challenge, it is round 2, even though, you know, this is the first round of matches for the tournament.
Okay.
I wanted to make sure...
And then also make sure that part of the overlay isn't cropping over the gameplay. Like, put that behind it if you can. Or put the stream screens in front of... make it the top source, if that makes sense.
I would, but then it would cover the other parts of the overlay. Oh my god! Yeah, a jet with a charge tank would do that to ya.
Yeah, and you know another thing for anybody who's not aware, Joe Pesky is a very aggro player. He's known for his Gordos, but in this case, he proved he could be aggro with something other than Gordos. And gonna say.
Yeah, it turns out his body is likened to a Gordo. He even picked a spiky machine. He's trying to be the Gordo.
And you just to be clear, players don't have to stay on the star that they were stuck on or like spawned on. They can play or go on to different vehicles.
Yeah, so this can end up either equalizing luck when it comes to vehicles, or it can make both players equally let's just say unlucky, because there are going to be some instances. This is a long tournament. There are going to be some people who spawn in on wagons, spawn in on jets, spawn in on shadows. They're going to love that. They don't have to look for anything. Then you're going to spawn in on, you know, to people, not bad machines like bulk or formula. If you know how to use them well, I'm not going to talk about it's. Either way, some of them are going to want to switch early, and if they happen to switch early, they could get a slight advantage from that. But this is. Hey, this is for the gimmick. This is for the love of the game. You get lucky, you get unlucky. It's the hand of card that will determine your fate and your own skills. But you know, this is a great opportunity for people who have a really, really wide understanding of a lot of different machines to show off what they got.
Yeah, even like the machines that people consider like not.
Ooh!
Oh, there we go.
Wait, that was dangerous. Mans was barely above half health, and he still goes for the fight.
He doesn't even need that Gordo he's holding. He can just throw that thing away, dude.
He blew up his own machine. I completely forgot that you could do that.
I want to see what the heck Joe Pesky is planning.
Yeah, that Pesky tech. This is new Pesky tech. If you're holding a Gordo and you just get off your machine, it kills you instantly.
I feel like we're all over the place, but let's blame the scuff. But you know, RollX7, he's very new to the server, isn't he?
Oh, really new. I think I saw him come in the last month, perhaps? At least between Noob Haven and now. Brand new to the server, has been grinding.
Oh yeah, and speaking of, what RollX just did is another feature of Car Deluxe. When you press whatever you configured as your Y button, it will show you your stats. You don't have to pause anymore.
Yeah, something that would have been grounds for a warning or maybe even loss of a match is no longer at risk. You can check your stats without having to, you know, disrupt the game. Something that, you know, bad manners. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Which this could be immensely helpful
no
for a
Pesky
number of
defeated.
reasons. There is like specific tech that is only possible with a certain amount of patches on certain machines. So it's I mean, just in general, great quality of life change. Something I didn't even think about, but shout outs to Uncle Punch for that addition.
Right.
But we're coming down to the end of this.
Yeah, Joe Pesky's screen, he's struggling to turn, which usually happens when you get on a wagon and you get too much turn. So you can see he's purposely avoiding that stat now.
So I was a bit locked in on stream stuff. What I didn't catch was what the event was. And DD. Okay. Not too... This one's definitely a bit more favored in Pesky's direction. Just because of the difference in stats. But hey, you never know. I've seen some impressive, impressive results against the odds, but I don't know. In this specific match, I saw a lot of bulky stats, a lot of offense on Pesky, and RollX was relegated to something that can't get off the ground. And on Destruction Derby 3, you could kind of cheese a tie if you can fly and just avoid your opponent. Yeah.
Another thing to keep in mind about Car Deluxe now is that self-destructs in Destruction Derby do not reset your health. It gives a point to the other player.
Love the anime moment. Sheath sword, opponent dies. But yeah, no, the great change. Ooh, nice spin. Oh, he was invincible, but you know it would have it would have worked anyway. He's practicing. But yeah, great addition, making self-destructs give a point to your opponent. And misses the quick spin. Now it's 1-2. Pesky may opt to camp a little bit.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. In these instances, what I normally like to try and do is use a plasma, like a level 5 plasma, or use a Gordo, or even the tornado ability will actually
Last second? Okay. Yeah. There's some ways to work around it, but when you have two vehicles that are kind of bound to the ground.
Oh yeah, and no, go back to your stream, Beto, and put the screens of the stream as the top source, because you still got the top cropping it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I hope change the music, guys, please.
Nope, they're gonna run with it.
Oh, okay then.
And yes, I will adjust that. I have to make sure. I actually want to wait until we're done here, only because
Fair enough.
The foreground is the top and the bottom. So if I just change it around in sources, then that would be an issue. So I need to crop the bottom, and I don't want to do anything a little janky. It's alright. We're only missing like 50 pixels total on the top. We'll adjust this for future matches. But this time they start on Rocket Star, two machines that handle pretty well, aren't necessarily very fast at the start with low stats.
That was a lovely star pull by Joe Pesky.
Yeah, and some good stuff out of it too. Oh, barely misses the second top speed. I don't think he's too upset. Look at that spin. Yeah, you'll notice to start with on the ground, Jetstar a little bit slow, so you want to prioritize getting some stats to at least get you to a workable item collecting spot. Or you could go for a fight. Whoa! What a strong spin.
That was a lovely quick spin. It looks like RollX is already out for blood. Or they're just fighting over the same box. Mom,
Listen,
that's my toy!
Limited resources. Two kids fighting over the same toy. I want the Barbie!
I saw it first!
Oh, both going for top speed. And there's going to be a lot of instances like this throughout the tournament. I saw support doing this before, but if you're slightly faster and you can get to the items that your opponent is going for, not only do you collect the items yourself, you deny them their item collection. And it could be risky, you know, if you're just following somebody and get hit by a passing glance, die in the process of trying to steal stats. Obviously, that's not good, but if you're denying their ability to collect items in the first place and build up, then I don't know. It's not good.
Has -2 turn right now,
Ooh.
which is painful on a jet. Like, I need turn if I use a jet.
Yeah, no, this specifically a tough machine to start with, a great one in the mid game if you have a good selection of items. Like if you look at how RollX is going right now, he's going like 30 on the ground. He sees a top speed, he collects it, turning good. He can get aggro here, honestly, and Pesky if Pesky is disincentivized, I don't know what the correct word is. Oh, Gordo throws, and the Gordo's gone.
That was an interesting play. That worked out.
This is a pivotal moment for Pesky. Is he gonna be able to use his aggression to take, or to get a kill so that he's no longer at a stat deficit, or is he gonna have to be stat collecting and kind of just playing a different game from what he's used to? Because Pesky loves the aggro. He opts to switch to Shadow
This is his
Star.
favorite vehicle. Like, I know the Shadow Star is his favorite vehicle.
Alright, then it's home field advantage for Pesky. Stat-wise, not so much yet, but can he turn it around? Let's see. He recognizes he's at a stat
gliding is
deficit.
so much better. You can tell he's like, oh, thank God I can glide better.
Ooh, and 2 negative boxes and the Gordo disappears. This is actually a comedy routine.
You know, the music fits. And yes, for people in the Twitch chat, this is indeed the item bouncing song.
It's in the game. It was made by somebody making music. And it slaps if you don't have a corrupted mind, so...
Yep, we're not going there. Dude, there's nothing but negative turn. Oh, thank God,
Is
there's
that
one positive turn.
I think I see a legendary piece. Let's see, we're reaching the last 2 minutes of the match, and Pesky wants a kill. He's gonna have to really change his strategy if he wants to catch up stats-wise and at least, like, edge out on a few different stadiums. One choice is to go for the legendary machine, but that puts a target on him. Tried and true goes for the gourd.
So how much has RollX been practicing? Because I haven't really had a chance I can see. But from what people have told me, his strategy is usually to stay in the air so he can evade his opponents.
Yeah, with flying Gordo's strategy.
Will it work? Let's see.
Oh, he turned. Oh, what a great turnaround! Turns around and just launches a large plasma as he's getting
RollX
chased.
is not letting him win this one.
Yeah, yeah. And a bunch of aerial hits does like 2 damage.
Like ASMR.
Okay, okay. This is gonna come down to an interesting pillar. Is there a microphone in there? There is a spin. The spin.
There you go. As I said, I would get that panic spin, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, there's.
That's the one thing about the Shadow Star. It's a glass cannon.
Yeah, and you want to be the one with the cannon, not the glass. Oh, what a weird bounce there. Ends up on warp, and there is the legendary machine.
There's another Jet Star.
I don't think that... I mean, Roll is probably going to go for this piece just to deny Pesky from getting it.
Smart. But the thing about Joe, he knows how to stun lock a Hydra.
Yeah.
I know from first-hand
experience. Oh, that's... Ooh, this is possibly...
risky.
Yeah, going for a kill, or for like a counterattack.
This is such a good, interesting match.
And I find it interesting that Roll has stuck with his machine this whole time. He's putting that jet to good use. If it's a single
Probably
race
really
and
comfortable.
yeah, if this is a single race and he can just bounce off the ground a bunch, he's in a good spot. The hard part is that Pesky doesn't have many stadiums where like the machine gives him an advantage at all. Warp Star's good at a bunch, but it's not the best at any, really. So he needs a DD. One that he can survive on, really.
I feel like it's probably going to be... It's a race.
Presumably, yeah. Ooh, and it is a single race.
I hope Joe Pesky zooms in. I always find it funny, especially if he feels like he's going to lose. He just kind of zooms in on his face for the memes, which I do the same thing.
Let's see if he takes a selfie for the crowd. Oh, he actually zooms out. Uncharacteristic actions from Pesky.
Now, RollX did a really good job this round. He stayed on the offensive and made sure to not let Joe Pesky have any turnaround time.
Yeah, there's a...
Yeah, there he did it! I told you he would! Okay, so that's a win for RollX.
Yeah, we got the 1-1. These are best of 3 matches until we get to, I believe, grand finals, winter finals. I'm gonna have to double check that, but this is good for a first match. You want to see the close game 3, and they start on wagon.
Nice.
Okay,
this will make it interesting if Joe Pesky decides to go aggro against RollX.
This time Pesky takes the top speed away at the start. I have a feeling that because Pesky likes to get aggro early, he's gonna need the speed to keep up. Because the second that RollX can get away, ooh, uh-oh.
That's the thing
Pesky.
about the wagon.
Pesky's spinning, he cannot, okay, he can quick spin now. And he's getting chased by a Gordo. Woo! Doesn't do a lot, and they each trade blows on the same Gordo.
And that's the thing about the wagon star. If you're gonna fight, or if you're gonna go against a wagon star, you need to destroy it early. Otherwise, its health is gonna be off the screen, and there's like no chance. Especially if it ends up being a destruction derby.
Yeah, for a machine like Shadow Star, they can have a bunch of defensive and HP stats, and they can still get beat up with a well-timed and a well-placed hit. Wagon can tank a few things if you let it pick up some stats. So it's gonna get some offense stats early, get your weapon of choice. If you really think you can take him out, take him out. But any time spent going for a fight and not picking up stats, that's opportunity cost. That's time cost. And Pesky's great at using his time well, going for the fights that he can win. But, you know, we have to see if he brings it out this game. Avoids the plasma, and is still, because he avoids the plasma, he's still gonna have to run away. Roll is straight aggressive. Roll's picking up every weapon on the way. A great dodge with that quick spin. I wonder if Joe's actually gonna use that against Roll at this point. Pick up stats while Roll is just chasing. Pesky knows that he has the bulk. Every single time he gets a stat while Roll is just chasing, he's getting an advantage. He's getting a little lead. Ooh.
Yeah, which in this case, I would focus on stat collection.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm not the most aggro player. But in this case, while the other person's just focused only on aggro and they're not stat collecting.
Ooh, Gordo time,
really
Gordo time.
Oh,
Third Gordo? Oh, if Gordo's had a quick hitbox right in front of you as you threw it. I actually don't know how many, if it's seconds before the hitbox comes out, or if it's just a smaller hitbox when you throw it on an arc. I'd like to know that, because, I don't know, Pesky's my example of somebody who, half of the Gordo kills I've ever seen in my entire life are Pesky.
Yep. He uploads them onto his own YouTube channel.
But yeah, Roll, actually, okay, he's got the offense buff, and he's got a Gordo. Really well placed. Can he avoid his own Gordo? No, he cannot. And now he's getting chased by Gordos. Woo!
Oh, this is so risky.
Not the kill you want. Not the kill you want. Oh, and second Gordo in play.
Another one spawns right there. Can RollX escape this one?
This is actually a really good opportunity. Oh, he can't spin because of this. He's so low. And he sees him blinking. Pesky sees blood in his eyes. And actually decides to go for some stats he sees.
Interesting.
It's a push and pull of collection and fighting. Pesky knows this better than anyone. Actually, a lot of people know that, but for him, there were times where he would see nothing but red and then run for the kill. I would have expected Pesky to go back for it, and now he sees that Roll is not blinking, but he doesn't know that he's yellow. So this is both on the same machine, opting to go for stat collection, and Meteor's in play. Maybe they'll fight over some stats here. I know Pesky's.
Do I sound a bit quiet compared to Beto, or does it sound good? Because somebody said I'm quiet on stream.
I can adjust that real quick. I might be extra loud.
I might have to raise my output in Discord.
I can do just that.
I bet you the meteors are gonna spawn in the most the patches are gonna spawn in the most inconvenient place.
All right, you're louder now. Thank you for the comment.
Yeah.
And where do those patches land? There is a Hydra in play. 2 pieces of the Hydra, and they are likely going to avoid them just because you don't want to risk going for Hydra. And minus top speed, that hurts.
It does.
Each of them go for one.
The patches, the
Never
parts
mind.
at the same time.
Forget what I'm saying. They want to see it happen. Another Gordo play. RollX is looking for that last Hydra piece. It's at a point where Gordo has to be extremely well placed for it to land on top of Roll's head. All right, fresh Gordos, refreshed, inventory. Oh, that's the last piece, isn't it?
Haha, the trees block the Gordos.
Another Gordo, they're just lining him up. 2 offenses, they want to see it so bad. The car gods want to see the Pesky kill so bad.
I don't know, at this point, I would just focus on stat collection.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, notice how quickly Roll's going. If it turns out to be a race,
Exactly.
you don't want to be the one going slower on the same machine. In fact, maybe? I don't know if Pesky knows this or is going to opt for this strategy. I don't even know if there's another machine. Like, how many charges does he have? Does he risk first switching to Rocket? Does he decide to just go for a kill last second? Roll is fast! Is that him with... No, he has a charge tank. I thought he was invincible for a second. I was like, why is bro moving at 90? What does he see?
Its charge is only a little bit. But he does see the top speed underground. He's going to go for that. You know, they did not switch off their vehicles this entire time.
It's gonna come down to the stadium, huh? More boosts, Celestial Valley, top speed. This is not one that involves a lot of stopping and going. The large amount of top speeds might actually be the reason. Ooh, let's see. They stay on each other. Drafting.
You never give up on this one though, because the other person can always fall right about here.
And they both hit the wall. Oh god! Oh god! You can't get too far behind. You need that drafting.
Is RollX gonna? No, we gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see.
Yeah, RollX has a pretty significant lead.
Stay on the ground in
bounce,
this one. Oh no. Aw, is Joe gonna zoom in on his face again? Aw, he didn't zoom in on his face.
What a close game. Ding, 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 ding.
I was watching with bated breath on that last one.
And yes, that was 2-1. That is a victory for RollX7. Very impressive showing. First match on stream. Yeah, bouncing off the water, that hurts, Twinkie. You hate to see it. I think that would have been neck and neck. I don't know if drafting would have been as huge a play, just because I want to understand more about how drafting works on a water path like that where you're stuck, like when you're in the river. I know it's a lot straighter in the river in the city, but with all the turns on Celestial Valley.
I think another thing that happened was the face plant that happened. That was so unfortunate. Like,
yeah, no.
I could feel my face planting when that happened. Poor guy. But he played well. You could see Joe Pesky's play style really shine through, especially during like the first match. That third match was really kind of hard. Like I said, with a wagon, you really want to KO it as soon as possible, which it can be hard, especially when you don't have the stats to do it.